It do be Tuesday, though, don't it? Uh, OBS? Are you gonna... Do you wanna... Oh, OBS? Okay, there we go. Oh boy, new things in the shop. Oh boy, look at how much money you have to spend for the most mediocre skins in video game history. Anyway, it's Tuesday, it's Overwatch. The weekly challenges are the same as they've been for all of Season 2. It's fine, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna hop into queue, although we will have Ender joining us shortly. That'll be cool. And yeah, that's I mean, yeah. I started stream a couple minutes late because I was doing a card game. And my opponent drew every card known to mankind, and I did not. So, you know, I'm the sort of player that could be playing a tier 0 deck against, like, the worst option in the format, and I would still lose because I would somehow brick with Necros, and my opponent would just be like, well, I have full combo 7 times in my 5-card hand. What are you going to do about it? Nothing, because I have nothing. I have no cards. Cards don't exist.
No nonsense. We do this clean. Copy?
So, the new Kiriko meta is very interesting. You can just, previously you would just hold right click, right? Now you hold both clicks because between every heal you fire 2 shots. You can cancel that with left click. I swear I've tried that before and it hasn't worked.
Much lies in store.
Spree.
Let us see to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
Ah, good old hand soap. I was literally healing you. I tried. Well, I'm really trying here. Whew. Gaming. I appreciate that our Moira has okay, well, she's getting more damage now, but I was gonna say less than 300 damage and also 2 digits of healing. I don't want to run in completely alone. I didn't realize how close the payload was, actually. I'm gonna say that I could Okay, bye. Yep, You can't heal a one-shot. They don't feel good to play against at all. If I'm the one getting one-shotted, wow, there's pretty much nothing I could have done about that. If I am the support of the person getting one-shotted, then I'm really glad that there's just nothing I could do about that. No, that's okay, game. No, that's okay, game. I'm not literally sticking my hand through his leg. No, that's okay, game. My hand isn't literally passing through his leg when it goes across my crosshair. Do my shots not come out of my crosshair with this character? Excuse me? I understand that they're projectiles, but they're quick enough that... Oh my god, they actually don't come out of your crosshair. Your shots don't come out of your crosshair? But why? Nope. We're on the other side of the wall, so I can't heal. Okay. Here you go. Gotta reload eventually here. Okay, it kind of looked like that arrow went straight through my head. Not gonna lie. Because it did. He literally just shot me in the face with an arrow and I didn't die. Love to see it. I can, in fact, not keep everyone healed. This is indeed not a thing Kiriko can do. You can't fix dead. Yep. I can't, like... it took me that long to build an ult. And, like, they're just doing so much damage because they have Sojourn and Hanzo. So, like... a one-shot and someone who one-shots you if you've taken literally any damage. Yeah, very fun to play against. It's like everyone's shooting at Junker Queen and she's just running at us. Getting... I don't even know. She shouldn't have been getting that much healing, actually. Because, like, Lucio was out of range and Moira literally wasn't healing. Where was she getting... Why was she not dying? Was everyone just missing her? Was literally everyone just missing her? Like, did we not have a Sojourn? Even I'm not that bad. Yeah, so they've put out a couple statements on this game, on things that are going to be changing in Seasons 3 and 4. Oh, join in progress. Priority requeue, gaming. Oh, it's like an actual join in progress, though. I thought that was like a character select timer. Crap balls. Nope. Well, I ain't running in alone. You think I'm that stupid? No, but I will get run at. That is tragic. Give me ult charge, Sugma! Okay, check this out. Ready? Oh. It's more of a problem than I'd like. Okay, bye. Ya get in, ya do gamer things, ya get out. It's the Moira experience. I do believe I am on fire. I love the fact that the dynamite literally fucking kills you if you don't get healed. If you're 200 HP, the dynamite literally does enough damage to kill you between the initial and the burn. I know this because I have died from full health around a corner to the dynamite. Oh. Please target the Moira. Thank you. I now don't do enough damage to target the Moira, or the Mercy. I don't know why I said Moira either time. I mean, other than the fact that I am a very intelligent Catgirl. Yep, I literally can't salvage this on my own. Where the hell is Bob? Oh, he was behind me, but I have no indication of that. I'm looking for him, and I'm like, where is this man? I never saw him come out. How did I not see him? Wait, was he just deployed, like, was he deployed while I was in the thing? As I wasn't paying attention to where I was when Bob was deployed either, but, like, why do I have no indication I'm being shot from behind? Like, I would have melted in less than a second, but Moira ult self-heals a lot, so. Got him. Bye. Now I can safely heal from out of range of that. Suck. Suck. Dude. The entire team's not joining progress, are they? No. The fact I'm catching up to the people who were definitely here before me, which to be fair, the other support may not have been considering death count. Is, yeah, your supports are dead. Try being careful. Yeah, see, I shouldn't have gone for that at all. I don't know if Soldier was off cooldown. He may have also been able to do something there, but I just shouldn't have gone in. I just annoyedly jumped in and just kind of vibed. That was very unfortunate.
Play of the game.
Well, that sure was a game. Priority requeue. We actually get into a game now.
Entering. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Yeah, I'll work on some Lucio. Why not?
For the moment, we have a common purpose. Let's focus on that.
Why was I going backwards?
Negative.
In what universe would I have been going backwards there? Because it ain't this one, yet somehow I was.
Now he is beyond my reach.
I'm sure he was proud, even if he never said it. Trust me, I know.
How high can I get? I can wall ride the... Why can I not wall ride forward? Okay, there we go.
Attackers incoming.
Lucio jump scare, bitches! Okay, I guess we're in a pokey phase. I probably during pokey bits want to be sitting on the Healy Bingle here. Okay, let's reposition. Well, me, I'm gonna practice Lucio. Me, I'm gonna work on managing my song swapping. Also me, gets into a game where I'm just stuck on heal the whole time. Cool. Ow. Yeah, that's a Sojourn and a Junkrat, and I can do exactly 0 things about that. I think Lucio may be not correct this time. Kinda just not able to switch characters. Now, by the time I am able to switch, I'm gonna have an ult, and then I'm gonna not want to switch, and it's gonna suck. Here you go. Okay. The thing that sucks and is frustrating sometimes about projectile characters is that leading shots against someone who's, like, good at strafing is functionally RNG. Goodbye, world. Oh, and there was a Sojourn nade there. How was I supposed to know that was there? I guess I heard it, but I couldn't see it. Welcome to Pain Population 17 Toasters, 1 penis, and 12 elbows. Is that the population of Brazil? I see. I did not know Brazil's primary population was toasters. I kind of thought it was humans. I mean, if you want to call it a game, sure. I would call it a massacre. I mean, that's, to be fair, kind of sounds very ego of me to say we just won a team fight. We've been getting our asses kicked the entire time. Why are we not moving up, guys? I'm not going up alone as Lucio, but, like... Hi there. That's a problem. You know, I'm gaming. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, bye. No, that's okay, game. Just, like, don't do the things I'm telling you to do. It's fine. I love how wall run is just literally broken and just doesn't function half the time. Comedy, comedy. Yes, Anna, just stand still in the back line. Okay. I play Lucio and go into the back line. Everyone turns on me. Someone on the enemy team plays Lucio, and I'm the only one that's ever trying to deal with him. Ouch. Well, I was gonna say it was worth it. I traded myself for the tank, but it turns out I didn't, because Ramatra died too. Because everything Junkrat does just chunks you for 100 damage. I didn't do that. Okay, well, yeah, I was just kind of stuck in one place there. Unfortunate. Wacky hit scan privilege. Interesting. Nice. I was not inside of that. If that ends up doing anything useful, then I'll take it, and if not, I will be upset. But I think that was a good use of my ult. Also, that is not at all how Sigma ult works. I should not have taken as much damage as I did. That or the health number that I saw there was just very incorrect. Oh no, a Moira ball with a Lucio standing next to it. Whatever will happen now? Is it A, the ball did nothing, B, the ball did nothing, C, the ball single-handedly team-wiped our team? If you answered anything other than C, congratulations, you've interacted with Moira and Lucio before. Not necessarily them with each other, but, you know, you understand the gist of the toaster. Man, I would love to go speed song, but, like, we're just poking. We're just poking. Where are we going to schmoof to? Nope, nope. Goodbye, world. Not going to abuse the fact that he just kind of doesn't have control of his movement. No, we're just going to... Okay, cool. Okay. Good. Good.
That was just a sound check.
What did I do to this Sigma's mother? Holy shit. Why he so angry at me? What I do to him to offend? I don't understand. I really don't know what I did. It's not everyone, though. He is very clearly, like, targeting me with his ults, and I have no idea why. I am absolutely... I am like... call me a tree, because I am freaking stumped. No. I just invalidate the Moira ult by being a true gamer. Comedy achieved. Save Ramatra, and we win the game completely unrelated to me saving Ramatra. I am what they call a pro gamer. Easiest win of my life, someone on my team said. Buddy, I don't know what you mean. That was a comeback. That was a comeback. You are on drugs if you think that was easy. I don't know which ones, but I kind of want them. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't want to be like, I haven't been doing my endorsements. On a diff, I see. I don't know, man. I was gaming on Lucio there. Yeah. Yeah. It is now time for morbing. Wow, in fill queue, I'm shocked. Because everyone wants to feel like the main character on DPS. There is only one tank now, which means that the tank players are functionally doubled, assuming that they're the same amount as they were before. All of the things that feel really bad to be on the receiving end of feel even worse to be the support of the person on the receiving end of, and nobody wants to get verbally abused nonstop because they couldn't heal someone through a Hanzo headshot.
Beings born of science, seeking answers
Yup. Yeah, to be fair, though, that last one of people not wanting to get yelled at is just kind of a problem every game has with support roles. Everyone yells at supports in every game. It's just that in Overwatch, people tend to do it over things that aren't the support's fault more often than not. I have literally been yelled at for not healing enough because people are getting one-shotted by Hanzo and Widow. Like, what am I supposed to do in that situation? Hello, Etch-a-Sketch. Good die. Thank you. Sugma D's nuts! Oh. Which, of course, is not the same sentence as Sugma balls. Or Sugma dick. Oh. You morbed yourself, you fool. You absolute balloon. You colossal onion ring toaster. Ow. Oh. Hi there. Sorry, I'm bullying Kiriko. I like how I can just fade in and not get punished because we're not playing against good players. This is wonderful. There's a 0% chance she just did that. I cannot believe that she just did that. She Suzu'd when the only thing I was doing was sucking the Orisa. That's all I did. I hadn't even, like, my ball was about to expire. If it hadn't already, at that point. Hi there. So Mercy has a... I couldn't even see him because he was standing behind the Orisa. Yeah. No, there was literally no counterplay to that because I have no way to know he's there if he's behind somebody. There are situations where respect the sightline is just 1000% an invalid argument because what sightline? I don't know he's there. How would I ever discover that he is there? Comedy. Ah, I can't make it up there. Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry, I got this. I mean, the worst thing this does is farm ult charge, right? Like... I mean, this soldier's not very good. He probably needs his ult, but my ult is actually helpful. Huh. I feel like she was definitely in range of the ball there. Yup. She missed. No, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Oh, that was amazing.
Bothersome.
Heroes never die.
For the punch.
Oh. So that went straight through our Torb and hit me. Thanks, game. Very cool. Unfortunate. Yeah, I know. At least we got the checkpoint though, so our spawn moved up. Yeah, I noticed something when I was setting up for stream that I don't want to talk about on stream. It has nothing to do with the recent issues. But it's something very interesting. I like how I had no idea that Sojourn nade was there. Because I couldn't see it or hear it. Yeah. Yeah. She is saving her spears for me, and it's really annoying because I'm not the only thing she should be using her spears on. I'm still upset about that last ult, though, where she speared me through Torb without spearing Torb. But unlike the soldier, I don't need my ult. Unlike the soldier on the enemy team, I don't know. I'm assuming that is who switched to Sojourn. I don't need my ultimate to deal damage. I got top damage on the team. Wacky. Wacky. I'll DM you what it is while we're in queue here, because it's very interesting. Yeah, hold on, because there's more. And that is why I specifically think that is what happened. Yeah, so that's very interesting. Uh-huh. You can understand why I don't wanna talk about that on stream. I'm not the one holding a grudge in the matter.
Can one know that one knows nothing?
It thrills me to recite your preparations and humor your brilliant inquiries, Doctor. It thrills me.
Kind words. Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, One. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
I see. Today's stream's probably going to be a little shorter, chat. Just, I haven't been feeling super, super great lately. And, I just wanted to, like, see if I could stream. I feel okay, but I don't know how much longer I want to... Overwatch is a very draining game. Like, I'm having a good time, but, I'm probably going to hop off at some point before I stop having a good time. I would like the stream to be over an hour. That's pretty much my only goal right now. And then after that, I'm gonna go probably vibe in the dimension of location places. I vibe there a lot. Me? I'm dead. I'm on my way. I am on my way. Communism engage! Well, I mean, Hanzo just kind of asked for that one. Oh, yeah? Hold on, I'm being an idiot. Hold on, I'm being an idiot. Hold on, I'm being an ow. Ow! Well, other people turned toward me. That's very unfortunate. How did he get the kill there? I was literally dead before he started shooting. How did Soldier get the credit for that? I'm very confused. Why did Soldier get credit for that kill? I feel like there's a joke to be made about some random country's system of like, determining who the murderer is. We found you near the body. And the other person near the body said they didn't do it. So, must have been you. Must have been you. Ow. I probably would have won that if the Moira didn't show up. That's the crappy thing. Man, I still haven't read this. So I got into not an argument, but like a disagreement in a YouTube comment section a few days ago, and it wasn't really an argument. We weren't arguing. It was like it was just two different points of view speaking to one another, right? We just didn't agree. Well, I stopped responding because so the video was about if 5v5 is actually better for Overwatch, and my stance on this is absolutely goddamn not. No. All of the counter-arguments I've ever heard that favor 5v5 over 6v6 are simply things that are fixed by balancing the game better. I've heard people say, oh, with 6v6 there was so much CC. Having an extra character is not why there was so much crowd control. Like, no, we just got less crowd control when we got 5v5. Correlation and causation are not, in fact, the same thing. Nah, he died. We're good. He got his jorb torned. He got his jorn torb. He got torba jorned. Well, I tried. Sarah, you're not being... Ow. Or like people are like, oh, if we go back to 6v6, double shield comes back. First off, Orisa got reworked, so no. Secondly, again, the problem there has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that there were 2 tanks or 6 players. That was just how the balance worked out. That's not the same thing. Like, just because the balance team had no idea what they were doing doesn't mean 6v6 was an inherently bad thing. Sir, that's not very frickin' gamer of you. That's not very Morbisu, sir. Morbisu is literally just my personal version of pwned. It's literally a typo, but now I use it as a word. It's literally just my personal incarnation of the same concept. Although they mean very different things. You don't get Morbisu. That's not how this works. Soldier shot at someone else, screwed up, and shot the ground instead of the person he was shooting at, and the rocket exploded and killed me because it does 120 damage. Why does it do 120 damage? Why do we have characters? We have an entire class in which the defining characteristic is the capacity to heal, and then half the roster can just kill you faster than any of the supports can actually react. Get him! Get him! Okay, or not. Yeah, everyone just kind of ran away. That should not have been what happened. We don't have anyone that actually gets away from Ramatra on bridge. Like... Torb gets away for as long as his speed boost lasts. Diva only gets far enough away to get away for a couple seconds. Eh. Oh, for the love of hot dogs on a piece of frickin' salad. Oh, okay. Oh, hi, May. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, May. No, I'm good. I've got ult up. We're fine. Orissa's one. Nice, nice. Torb got her. That Orisa actually just lost a duel to a Brig. I can't even right now. Get off my objective! She faded and just appeared above my head and I was just like, pop! And then she was gone. I literally just... I caused us to win at that moment. I'm not going to say that we won because of me, but we won at that exact moment because of me. We were probably gonna win like 2 seconds later if I didn't do that, but you know, generally speaking, that exact moment was victory because I did that, because I'm a gamer. But again, that's not to say that we won because of me. I'm not saying I carried, chat. I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not that arrogant. I feel like arrogance requires a certain level of self-confidence that I don't have. There's only one server of this up right now. That's very interesting. Morbius! Boingy, boingy, boingy! Ow. Oh no! Anyway. I love getting Lucio in that mode because you can just spam right click and bully somebody, and if they don't have recovery, you just get kills. I like how I disable support for myself, you queue Phil again, but now we're not getting support. It's like the game's like, no, only together. So one thing I find very strange about Sojourn's, it's not a nerf, actually. So I can't even say I find it strange about her nerf, because I thought it was a nerf, I figured it was a nerf. No, it's actually a burf.
Why would you live someplace with snow
So, they changed her damage. Sorry, not her, well, they did nerf her damage, but they changed her railgun charge so that shots just give you 5 charge now. And I found out that apparently, that also extends to armor shots, which used to give you 3.5 or 7 for a headshot. Which I find very strange, and I actually have not played against a shield as Sojourn yet. I guess now I get to test it. Okay, shields still only give you. How was I in range of that? What? What? I slid away. I slid away. Why is he faster? He's literally faster than me. Why was there Reinhardt faster than me?
Not so fast.
No, hold on, wait. Shooting the shield might actually still be giving me 5. Hi, Genji. Oh, I missed. Oh well. No, it's still giving me 1. Never mind. Hello? Hello? Slide come off cooldown. I press the button. It no go. I also love the fact that our McCree was just standing there jumping at the Rhine. Thanks, buddy. No, that's okay. Don't shoot. Just don't shoot in the first-person shooter. I see nothing wrong with this strategy. How? What? How? What? How? Crosshair over him, point blank, hit scan, no hit. Show me kill cam. Literally fired straight into him! Cool.
Might have to adjust my approach.
I want to know why the hell this Genji is alive. I want to know why this Genji is alive. He had 1 health, was literally in front of me, railgun is hit scan, I was pointing it at his chest, and I fired it, and he took no damage. He should absolutely have died there. Line behind us. Watch out, Ryan's got his AirPods in. He can't hear you trying to kill him. God damn it.
Come on, Vivian. Get yourself together.
He's literally faster than me. Why is he faster than me? Why is he faster than me? Why is he faster than me? This isn't Smite. You don't get a movement speed penalty for moving directions that aren't forward. Why is this Rein faster than me? Why is this Rein faster than me? Like, I play a fair amount of tank in this game. I not play Roadhog.
Follow my lead. I'll make sure this goes smoothly.
That's genuinely probably the only thing you can do. Like, Roadhog is really situational. Roadhog is now in a state where, like, you probably only play him in open queue right now. Because solo tank Hog just doesn't anymore. Because if Hog is in a good place, he doesn't solo tank well. You literally can't have healthy for the game Hog and also solo tank viable Hog. It's not possible. Excuse me? I have had people closer to the center of my dashes than that. How does Rein dash not work consistently? How does it manage to, like, everyone who plays tank agrees that Rein's dash is the worst feeling thing to use because, like, it's genuinely, of everything in the tank roster, it's one of the worst feeling things to use because the hitbox is pretty much just random on whether you'll pull someone in and one-shot them. Nope. Yeah, I hit him with the railgun. We're good. But, like, I don't understand how, like, something with the same hitbox can both clip someone who is not even touching Rein and bring them to his center and insta-kill them. Yet also the same hitbox can literally bounce somebody who his face rams into. How are both of these things that can happen? He's just faster than me. Why is he faster than me? It's okay, he didn't know that my nade was there to damage him. Oh, he's nanoed. He's got his AirPods in, he can't hear you. Doesn't matter if he can hear me, he's still going down! Oh yeah, I do have an ult, don't I?
This ends now.
Oh. True. What?
Score 1-1.
How did that not kill him? I got a headshot with my railgun at like 80 something. I think it was 80 something charge. How did that not kill him from that? What? I hit him with 3 shots and then I dunked him with that.
Medical support that just won't get hit.
Because those 3 shots should have been like 50-ish damage. Because those were also headshots. And then the railgun, if the railgun was at 80, then it would be doing 110 plus 55, 160. Yeah, he should have died there. 200 HP. I don't know why he didn't die there. Why does this Rein also always go where I go? That is also a very interesting question. He's faster than me and seems to just always start where I start. Watch the right of point. Watch the right of point. No, I'm good.
Away. Capturing the point.
Nice. No. Ha! For glory, strats! The diva tried to boot me off the cliff with her dash, and it just sent me over to the objective.
I'm not a fan of setbacks.
The knockback was literally too strong and sent me too far to fall down the cliff. Yeah, I saw that coming. She should not be able to do that while her mech is dying. That does not feel good to play against at all. That's one of those things where I feel dirty doing it. That's actually, that just describes most things in Overwatch, unfortunately. Overwatch just kind of makes me feel bad to play sometimes as well, because, like, I know how bad a lot of the things that feel bad to play against are to play against. So, like, it tends to make me feel bad if I'm doing them. Like, yeah, it's fun when I pop off on Sojourner Widow, but, like, I know that I'm doing it at the expense of the enemy team's ability to enjoy their experience with the video game. Bye. Nope. Diva ate my railgun shot. That's very unfortunate. Or like when I play as Ana, right? Like, I know that everything in Ana's kit feels terrible to play against, so like either I'm not doing well and I feel like I shouldn't be playing Ana, or I am doing well and I feel bad for the enemy team. And to its credit, it's genuinely impressive. Overwatch is the only game that consistently makes me sympathize with the enemy team when they're not having a good time, because I understand exactly how and why that's happening, and sometimes it's my fault. Damn, she just did not life. She literally ate that after it hit the ground. I like how there's a... Yay, game design! I can just regular jump that, and I did not know that. Huh. Very interesting. No. I had a low amount of kills for the fact that I did as much damage as other people on the team. That's very interesting. This was like the first time he got nanoed. I want to know why he's faster than me while he was on Rhine, though. I play tank. I chase people sometimes as Rhine. They usually get away. I'm confused by that one. I would give one of my 2 endorses to the Mercy, but I have a policy of doing it based on level first and foremost, unless someone is like crazy exceptional. So it's my order is, if you're level 5, I want to keep you there. If you're level 1, I want to get you to 2. 2, I want to get you to 3. 3, I want to get you to 4. 4, I want to get you to 5. But of course, those get more difficult as you go. But if someone's 5, they get priority from me just because, like, that's such a hard thing to keep and hold that it's like, I don't know, might as well help them along the way, right? It awakens once more. No, he went to sleep. Help me break the thing.
Just one more mission.
Speaking of making the enemy team feel bad because they're not allowed to play the game because someone's gonna do well on Ana, I see you've chosen her.
No nonsense.
Yeah, we have Sigma, Sojourn, Ana. Cool. Yeah, the enemy team is not gonna have a good time. Like, Overwatch is weird because I don't tend to be the type of person who needs to be winning to have fun. And I know those people exist, and I'm not saying they're invalid, but I'm not one of them. Overwatch tends to not feel good to be on the losing side of a game. Just because of how many things feel so bad to play against. It's very easy to lose a game in Overwatch and just feel like, oh, no, don't worry. I shouldn't be dead. I pressed my ice block button and it didn't come out. And then I pressed it again and it didn't come out. No, because if you can't use an ability, it gets crossed out. HUD said I could still use it, so, you know, either way, it was bullshit. Don't mind me just farming ult charge off of the hog while I look for targets. Oh, that's Sigma. Hi, Mercy. Bye, Mercy. So, you're gonna want to save your nades for the Roadhog, by the way, for when he starts to use his vape. What?! Why were those, like, following me? What? I was really looking forward to seeing the kill cam. And now I don't get to. Why were those following me? I know that there's a slope there, but, like, they don't... You know. Junkrat's one of my primary DPS picks. Like... That is not something that happens when I'm the one on Junkrat. Hi, Mercy. Hi, Mercy. I'm upset that my kill got stolen. I am literally stuck inside of the Winston. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, game. interesting.
A cure for all the tales.
We have to try again. Never die. Hey, the payload stopped.
Really, May? I had no idea. Thanks for letting me know. It's a good question, Sugma. Does this key not do the thing that it literally says it does on my HUD game? I'm like genuinely getting pissed. That's the third time now that I've died trying to ice block, spamming the button, and it's just not coming out. And before anyone suggests maybe you're canceling it, no, first off, you can't do that by refiring the ability. Second, it goes on cooldown if you cancel it. So I can't be canceling it accidentally. It's just not coming the fuck out. No, it's not. No, because if I mash, because this laptop does have that issue with the keys sometimes, but it's not like if I'm trying to type M, right? I might miss one or two by just going Team's probably very confused by my chatting, but that's okay. I could have just sent it in party chat. But like it'll miss like one or two in that entire string of M's, right? Like it's to the point where if I type an entire paragraph, I'm maybe going to whiff two keys, right? It is not that bad. This is definitely an Overwatch problem. This does not happen in other games. He slowed, so that's funny. Yeah. Yep, and then all of our squishies died before he was done with the voice line. Because you literally die at like 60% through the sound cue that's supposed to tell you that he's ulting. Because game design. Because that's literally just bad game design. You literally have this system where characters give you voice lines to tell you ultimate is happen. And then you just have some ultimates that don't have an actual cue. They exist, but they don't tell you anything. Like, by the time you hear the nano voice line start, someone has already been nanoed. That's it. It's over. They're nanoed. You can't do anything about it. Like, you can't actually react to somebody getting nanoed, because by the time you hear the voice line, first off, getting nanoed voice line, you actually have to be like, that's like an actual, that's not like, if you were listening earlier, that's not like a global voice line like most alt lines are. Crap, I thought we were gonna schmelt them. Yeah. Oh well. I thought he was going to start moving, so I missed the first shot, and then he did start strafing, and I was just like, well, I guess I'll just fire. And I got close, and I was like, yep, this is the part where we stop right-clicking. Monkey. Monkey! Why did that kill me? Hello? What? That literally did over 200 damage to me? That is not the amount of damage that does.
Time for another experiment.
Again, as someone who has a decent amount of time in tank, not, you know, the most, I'm not like some crazy high-rank player, but like, I have enough time in tank to tell you, you don't do enough damage that a mercy boost bumps you to 200 plus. That's not how much damage that does. hi, Mark. Come on! He's just not taking damage! Oh my god. By the way, we're playing a player down, and we have been for like 2 minutes now. Yeah, somebody left, and then their replacement never picked a character and just got AFK kicked.
60 seconds remaining.
And their replacement is... There we go. I was gonna say is not picking a character yet either. Monkey. Wacky. Interesting theory, dipshit! Comedy, 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 comedy. Oh, he ulted. That's unfortunate. Let me just bully their backline instead then. Why did the game just end instantly? Oh, no one was on point, that's why. Wait, no one was on point? Huh? We had a shield on point. Way to go. I peeked around because I thought somebody was frozen behind him. Yeah, this was when I thought he was gonna move, and then he started moving, and I'm just like, how far is he gonna go? Oh well, I'm close enough. Apparently the enemy team is poking fun at me in all chat. Like, my wall expired. What do you want me to do? What do you think this is? The Acorn Factory? I see. You know what? Let's go have some real fun. We'll go to next good game, and we'll have some real fun. Nice play of the game? No, it's fine. See, I'm what they call a pro gamer, okay? See, I thought he was gonna start moving before he did. And then he started moving, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna go really far, and then he didn't. And the problem is, it's very possible that he was just reacting, because Mei's right click takes several decades to fire. And apparently Overwatch players just have the stupidest reaction time known to man. Nah, pressure one of the randos into it. You and I can do funny dive shit. Yes! You've been muted the whole stream.
What?
I unmuted the Discord audio, and it just never unmuted. You've been muted all fucking stream.
Making progress.
I'm actually fucking pissed.
Well,
Surely that'll
hey, well,
No, this is the last fucking game of stream.
5, 4,
look,
2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Fuck!
I mean, I didn't really have anything funny to say during this stream,
Doesn't
so...
fucking matter.
I mean, what?
Half the fucking problem is that when I press a fucking button, it should do what the fucking button does.
I didn't mean press that button. Well, Go, robot.
How the fuck did none of those hit her? There are 4 shots, and I am watching one go into her fucking back! Game's been out for 6 fucking years, Blizzard. I'm literally not- Even on the kill cam, my shots just go straight through the mech. They're literally going straight into the fucking camera and she's not taking damage. Fuck off, Blizzard. Finish your fucking game that's been out for 6 fucking years. You know, this game that didn't have any of these fucking problems until November? Yeah. Put a useless fucking number on the game. Made changes you don't know how to fucking make work that are honestly probably worse for the game long term. And then you fucking broke everything. You refuse to fix anything. Your ranked system is shit. You know it. Everyone else fucking knows it. It's like they fucking want this game to just fucking stop being played by literally all of humanity.
Hello? Okay. Where are you?
Why did I not go up the fucking stairs? I'm literally on the other fucking side of the robot. Why is the hitbox for that so much farther out? What the fuck? It's like if I jump over this and the wall hitbox goes all the fucking way down here for this top wall. Like, what the fuck? Why is there collision where there's nothing? It's fucking air. I fucking bounced off of air and it got me. It fucking lost me a kill. Really, Anna? With what fucking damage boost? No, with what fucking damage boost? 80 minus 75 equals fucking 0. 80 minus 75 equals fucking 0. Because I guess the numbers 1 through 5 don't fucking exist. Can't be that Kiriko damaged me. I never took a fucking burst of 40 damage. I move my mouse left. My aim goes right. It fucking skews me, Blizzard? Left, 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 left. Fucking hell.
Sunset, we can end the stream now if you want.
No, I'm gonna finish the fucking game and end stream.
What?
Oh, look at that! He goes into the fucking car and doesn't get stunned because this character literally doesn't fucking function correctly, Blizzard. Cool. Cool. Thing that instantly makes you invincible and sends you into the sky, and I died during the animation. Killcam had me during the animation too. You literally can't damage Doomfist during that. You cannot damage Doomfist during that. I have seen Doomfist with actual literal 1 health get away from that with a 3 hit scan shooting at him. Because he doesn't take damage during that, but I fucking did. And it's not like, oh, you weren't doing it server side. Yes, I fucking was, because the kill cam also showed that I was in the animation.
Hello, Diva.
But this fucking 6-year-old video game by a multi-million-dollar company that did not have these issues for 6 years has them now. The only thing we're missing is an actual creative roster of fucking character design and some fucking sound issues, and we're just playing paladins at that point. I don't understand how the game was fine. None of these things happened nearly as consistently as they do. And ever since the fucking release of Overwatch 2, people have been crashing. They fucked up the ranked system. Fucking hit reg's been shit. Servers are crashing. Characters have bugs that literally did not exist before. There's a bug where you can take damage and your health bar will not change. You will receive no indication you have taken damage. And like, what are you meant to do in that situation? You can't play around an amount of health you don't know you have. Did I mention I learned earlier today I learned before you came on that did you know Kiriko's kunai, they don't actually come out of your crosshair? Yeah, I don't know if you've seen any footage of Kiriko, because I don't think you ever unlocked yet. You know how she, her hand is below the crosshair? Yeah, that's where her fucking kunai come out of for some fucking reason. Because that makes fucking sense. Why isn't her hand just at the crosshair? I didn't press to cancel that. I did not refire to cancel that. Why the fuck did that cancel? No, you can't. It wouldn't have fucking saved me if I had hit, but I would have lived for slightly longer and Diva would have less health. But nope, because this game doesn't fucking work.
Ooh, put me to sleep.
I mean, obviously it was Genji. Dude, I love it when I'm playing as Genji and I get a 6 sleep dart off.
Well, me playing Genji always puts me to sleep, so...
Eh, he's not very fun. I don't understand how all of these fucking issues are a problem that just weren't before. Like, I'm not saying Overwatch 1 had no bugs, but they weren't nearly as consistent to fucking happen as they are now. And they weren't as gameplay impactful as they are now. Servers weren't just... Servers for entire lobbies weren't just fucking crashing randomly, you know? People weren't fucking crashing because they dared play ranked. These just aren't things that were happening regularly. And then they're things that have been happening regularly since they slapped the fucking useless number that doesn't actually mean anything because this isn't really a fucking sequel.
What took you so long to fire that arrow?
Like, holy fucking shit, Blizzard. How much fucking money does Blizzard make? Is this something I can just Google?
I'm pretty sure you can do that for any company.
Yeah, alright, let's see here. Yeah, Blizzard makes a couple $1 billion a year. Blizzard makes almost $2 billion a year.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. No, hold on. That's oh wait. That's per quarter. My bad. Their net income is only just under $1 billion per 3 months, according to this graphic I've just found. How do you release a game this unfinished that is literally already completed? and did not have these issues for 6 years?
Because Blizzard, they just really want the money.
What money? They're gonna fucking kill the game. Everyone fucking knows the game is broken. The game has been on a steady decline of players since launch. And there are people that are saying, oh, no, it's just the cycle of free-to-play games. It's because toward the end of the season. No. The cycle of every fucking game that updates is that when updates come, people come back for like a day, for like a week, depending on how good the fucking update is. No, the game is on a slow fucking decline because they made it worse. Because yes, the meta is sorta kinda healthier, except Hog's been running around since fucking launch. Kiriko's been running around since launch. Sojourn's been running around since launch. So honestly, in some ways, it's really not any fucking better than it was before. But sure, some people find this meta more enjoyable. I find this meta more fucking enjoyable than end of Overwatch 1. But for that to also come with, the fact that new meta literally revolves around the one-shots that I know I'm damn well not the only person. There are a lot of people that play Paladins over Overwatch because you don't get one-shotted out of fucking nowhere for free in ways that you cannot physically conceivably play around. Right? That's just, people literally have, there are people who still probably avoid this game because Widow, Hanzo, D.Va, Junkrat all exist because Soldier's rocket does 120 damage, because Bastion's turret form kills you in under a second, because you literally can't play around Reaper ult unless you are always playing around Reaper ult, which means that you are always giving free space to the enemy team. He is not a tank. That's not how he should work.
Overwatch.
On top of that, again, like I said, servers for games randomly fucking crash. Queue times can be piss dick long despite Blizzard wanting you to fucking think people are playing shitloads of this fucking game. Every character has fucking bugs that they didn't before. Every character feels fucking terrible to play against. You want me to talk about an ability just as an example for every fucking character? Alright, let's go. D.Va ult. In theory, there's counterplay to it, but really, there are enough open areas that if you're playing D.Va on the right maps, you don't even have to be that good with her. You just throw an ult somewhere and you're guaranteed at least 2 fucking kills. Like, you cannot feasibly play around it. Doomfist, he can stun you, and, it lasts long enough that if you have 200 HP, you die. So that's pretty fun. Did I mention that his ult can one-shot you? And also, his ult is, how do I put this? Programmed like a fucking spaghetti pizza shit, okay? His ult can literally, from the outer ring, can one-shot you. It's supposed to one-shot you if he lands right on top of you. But I have been one-shotted from, like, almost outside of the entire damage radius. Which feels even worse when you realize that playing as Doomfist, you can land on top of a target who is standing still and do exactly 0 damage, because it's that broken. So it feels even worse to get one-shotted by, because, and there's also a bug where the circle showing where he's going to land does not show up. Not to mention the silent ult bug can happen, which affects Doomfist way more than D.Va, because D.Va at least gives you a visual cue. So if you get the bug where Doomfist doesn't show his visual cue and silent ult bug, you literally just die out of nowhere. And again, feels even worse if you play Doomfist any amount of regularly, because you know damn well they got lucky, because more often than not, you will literally not damage someone landing directly on top of them, because it's not functional. So on top of it being frustrating, it is also functionally RNG, because this game's servers are shit and the hit reg is bad, so it's even worse. Junker Queen. Her shout is just a free fucking getaway tool, and it doesn't feel good to play against. Not to mention the fact that her axe does 80 fucking damage, bleeds you for a ton. Now it has cooldown reduction for every person that it hits, meaning that if you're trying to pile fight, Junker Queen just says no to that because now she's immortal. Not to mention her ult antis you for, I think, 3 seconds, and anti-heal is just 100% anti-heal that is just unconditional is not fun to play against at all. Like, this is not something, like, there are people who don't like playing against Willow and Paladins, and you can literally play around Willow's dead zone by not standing in it. Now, sometimes you have to give up free space, but even with Chronos 3, the shortest you can get the cooldown is like 12 seconds, and she's a DPS. No, you're not one-shotting her because it's not Overwatch, but you can still melt her if she's that big of a problem. Orisa just doesn't die. It's what her kit's built around, and that's fine in theory. It's never gonna feel good to play again.
The heck?
I think he's okay.
That was very weird.
Unusual, yeah, but he seems like he's fine now.
I think he was.
I think that was his back bugging him.
I thought for a second that was he was being bothered by you.
Oh no, I've gone on longer rants than this with him sleeping through it. Orisa's entire kit is built around not dying, which is never going to feel good to play against. Like, it's just, it won't. It can't. Now, I'm not saying that means you shouldn't put it, because you can't 100% balance things. Your primary factor cannot be how things feel to play against, but how things feel to play against can't not be a factor, because then you run into a problem where a huge barrier for a lot of people who don't play Overwatch is that everything feels bad to play against. A friend of some friends of mine, two in fact, tried to play Overwatch in a 5-stack with us, so like optimal settings. I tried to say settings and scenario. Optimal scenario.
These nuts.
Yeah, optimal scenario for trying Overwatch, right? You want to know what the problem they had was? They literally both agreed that every character they played felt satisfying, and every single death they had felt like they couldn't do anything about it. Yeah. That is the new player experience for an average gamer in Overwatch. It is not just a me thing. There are two and I know this is anecdotal, but there are two people who had never played Overwatch 1, first experience in Overwatch 2, where things are better, mind you. And their experience was, every time I die, it feels like shit, and it is not worth playing this game to feel like shit in all of those deaths.
Yeah.
Ramatra's ultimate, I know they've said they're going to add a time limit to it, but it doesn't feel good to play into because it never fucking ends, and it's free space, and he has a 20% speed boost because he's in Nemesis form. Which is, you know, just annoying. His shield against characters that aren't ulting or Bastion is literally just 4 seconds of I don't take damage. So, you know, that's fun. Because it has enough health, and yeah, it's on like a 9-second cooldown after that point. But like, it doesn't. It's big. You put like 2 important people behind it. His staff has no fall off, which yes, it's a slow projectile, but it still doesn't feel good to just get cross map streamed by it if the Ramatra's good. He has that 20% speed boost in Nemesis form, which yeah, that's good for the Ramatra player, but have fun getting away from him. Because the counterplay to a melee character should, in theory, be the ability to get away. And while they should have some amount of counterplay, it shouldn't just shut down 99% of your actual getaway options. But it do. His block, he's just immortal. Reinhardt, let's see. He has his dash that one-shots you, that, much like Doomfist ult, has the issue of having the most inconsistent hitbox in the world, meaning that not only can you get clipped by a Reinhardt that literally made no contact with you whatsoever, that you wouldn't have even bounced if you had done that dash, you know that also, even if he had head-on to you, there's a chance you just bounce off of him. Him actually grabbing you with that pin was pure luck. So that feels wonderful to play into, right? His shield doesn't feel as bad to play into because he's strictly a melee character. He has Fire Strike, and Fire Strike feels bad because it goes through shields, and I don't know why it does that. Going through people, I think, is fine. Going through shields is a bit much. Also, his ultimate, if he hits you directly with it, you just die. Even if he doesn't, if you're not a tank, you're dead. If Ryan lines up all 4 squishies, and granted, this partially involves poor positioning, but the concept is what we're going for here. You can, hypothetically, hit all 4 non-tanks on the enemy team with a Rein ult, and they are all guaranteed to die unless you on Reinhardt are bad or they are that far spaced out. And even if they're spaced out, you have 4 teammates behind you. you are getting as many kills as you have squishies in your ultimate as Reinhardt, and maybe the tank as well. Roadhog still can one-shot you, but I guess technically it's a lot less consistent, and I believe he can only do it up to 225 HP now. I think he can do 250 with good enough RNG, but that's insane headshot RNG with your spread.
Well, I play Roadhog this stream, and I couldn't get any insta kills, so like...
Yeah, it's very different. It's less consistent now, but it still is possible. I know it's possible on 225s, and I think it's possible on 250s, but it on 250 HP targets now is like it on Junker Queen before. It's possible, but it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Which is why one of the worst feeling things was literally getting one-shotted as full HP Junker Queen by an unboosted Roadhog hook, because that was fucking insane.
Pre-patch or?
Yeah, pre-patch. It was before they nerfed him, and literally full HP. He was the only person around, nothing was boosting him, and I got one-shotted. Because he didn't go for the torso like you did with the old combo, which now, like, sometimes you have to go for the head and hope for the RNG. He aimed for my head, got all of his pellets to headshot, and I guess that just did enough damage. So that was fun. Even that aside, though, Roadhog still doesn't feel great to play against because his hook will still probably kill you on a team with at least 2 people in a party that are trying to kill you. Like, if you were calling your hooks, and I'm not saying you should have been, we're in casual, I don't give a shit. But if we had wanted to sweat, you would have called your hooks, and whoever you grabbed was dead. Every single time, because even if you don't one-shot them, you leave them with, like, maybe 20 HP, I put 2 shots into them, they're gone, as Sojourn, right? Like, that's it. It still doesn't feel good to play into, not to mention his vape, which heals over half of his health bar while giving him 50% damage reduction. Doesn't feel good to play into, it's the Orisa thing.
Yeah.
Sigma's Rock feels terrible to get hit by, and if you're close enough to him, you literally just die. So that's wonderful. Also, his ultimate doing half plus 50 of your max health doesn't feel very good to get hit by. Not to mention the fact that Sigma ult will just randomly snag you if you're outside of the radius. I don't think this one's a server or hit reg issue because it happens when you're playing as him as well. I think that it just has a bigger hitbox than it displays, which is great that it's consistent and terrible that you have a bad visual cue. Bad visual cues are bad. You should avoid them as much as possible. If you feasibly can, you need to. And this is easy. Just add a couple pixels of blue to the outside of his circle, or red if it's an enemy Sigma. But, you know, signal to me where the actual grabby bit ends, because it is not where the circle ends. It is slightly farther, and that is a problem. Winston, Winston's weird. Winston doesn't have anything super terrible that every Winston player is going to do, but he has a burst combo that will kill you if anyone else is looking at you.
He feels a little underpowered in my opinion, but...
Also, today, I was taking a lot more damage from Winston than I normally deal to people, so that was very interesting. But I think that at that point, it just comes down to the blanket issue of pretty much every character does too much damage to feel good to play into anyway.
Was there a silent update today? Like,
not that I know of, because they normally still announce them after they go live. I don't know. Wrecking Ball has his jump and sit maneuver, which just knockups never feel good to get hit by in any game. You can ask any League, Smite, Paladins, probably Overwatch player, any other game that has a knockup. You ask anyone in a game with crowd control in which knockup is one of those options, knockup is going to be one of their least favorite things to get hit by. It is... nope.
Yeah.
Knockups and lifts are not pleasant to deal with. Not to mention his ultimate, if you don't have someone that can do really quick damage or really spread damage, his ultimate is just free area denial. I get that that's what it's supposed to be, but it's too free, and it doesn't feel good to play into.
Exactly.
Zarya literally has two...
And if you get caught in the middle of it, then I guess...
Oh yeah, if he ults close to you while you have no movement abilities, you're dead. Guaranteed.
I guess I'll die.
Yup. Also, sometimes they just randomly go off even if you don't actually touch them, which is fun, and I'm assuming that's just a hit reg issue where, like, the server thinks you're going to keep walking in a direction, but you don't, but it thinks you were going to, so it detonates them, and then you die because screw you.
Yep.
Because that's a fun thing that some games do with their netcode, because funny. Zarya just has 2 don't die buttons, and they last for 2 entire seconds, so you kind of have to shoot at them to break them. The problem is if you break them, you're giving her enough charge that her laser now just deals a fuckload of damage, and you can't really answer it, so that's pretty cool. One of the less bad feeling tanks to play into, but honestly, that's only because she's been nerfed as much as she was the first patch. Ashe 2-shots you, also as Bob, also as Dynamite. If you have 2 HP, Dynamite kills you. The blast plus the burn literally kills you. I only know this because it's happened to me before. Bastion.
Moving on.
Cassidy has his flashbang, which does 140 damage. Also, his ultimate. Did you know this game does not actually have directional audio for anything?
Yeah, I couldn't have guessed.
When this man ults you, you don't know where it's coming from. So we run into the D.Va issue. Theoretically, there's counterplay, right? Just get out of line of sight. Line of sight from where?
Respect the sight line.
You don't know where the sight line is.
Well, respect the sight line.
Echo's a flyer. That's never going to feel good to play against. That's more an inherent thing, but also the fact that she can literally just right-click and then E, and then if she sticks like 3 bombs to you, you're dead. So that's pretty funny. Genji's hypermobile, never going to feel good to play against, but I have no idea why the hell he has a counter on top of all of his mobility. It's very strange. I say hypermobile. His dash is on a long enough cooldown that I guess that's not technically true, but he's very mobile and also double jumps and wall runs, and then has a counter, which is... It's not technically omnidirectional, but it's a fucking Byakugan, okay?
Yeah.
Hanzo is a one-shot on a primary fire. Everything Junkrat does 100. No, I'm sorry. His trap does like 40 damage. But his concussion mine does 120. His primary shots do 100. Maybe I got those numbers backwards. The point is not changed by that fact. In fact, it's strengthened if it's the other way around. His ultimate literally is the exact same thing as D.Va, but it's more controllable, moves faster, and you get 10 seconds to choose where you want to put it. Not to mention, Junkrat is the character who most frequently runs into the silent alt issue, in which both the voice line and the tire separately can both be silent, completely silent, and also they are consistently quieter than other ultimates, even when they do make noise.
Yep.
Not to mention, Junkrat's trap lasts for way too long to feel good to play into.
And half the time it feels like it sucks you into it.
Yeah, because it literally does sometimes. Oh, and also, that thing that counters crowd control that Kiriko has, yeah, it doesn't actually, you can't cleanse being trapped. Which is weird, because Orisa can by fortifying.
Yeah.
Mei just slows you once she gets in close, which doesn't feel great to play against. But on top of that, she's a DPS who just has 2 survival tools that are very difficult to play around. And you basically have to kill her twice and a half, assuming she's not receiving external support. Pharah's a flyer who 3-shots you. Also, her ultimate, it's just if you don't have a hit scan, it's going to kill someone on your team. Wonderful.
If you have no mobility option, then I guess you die.
Yup. Even if you do, if she's leading her missiles right, you just die. You have Reaper. Again, a big one for him is that he does a ton of damage, but also the fact that his ultimate does not have a Q. Pharah's has this issue as well. Pharah's ultimate doesn't have... Oh, and also Mei ult getting frozen doesn't feel good, but that's not a doesn't feel good that I think needs to be addressed. That's just something that... The mechanic is fine, it's just not going to feel good to play into. Because if we remove everything that doesn't feel good to play into, we don't have a game, right? Something's going to come up, but nothing should be as frustrating as all of these characters manage to consistently be. You've got Reaper over here, who, like I said, him and Pharah do not have sound cues for their ultimate. By the time by the time most people are reacting to their ultimates, you're already dead. Reaper says die 3 times. Before he is done saying die the second time, 200 HP targets are dead. You cannot reactively activate Kiriko's, Suzu, or Lucio's ultimate. You have to activate them as a read, or you are not getting out of Reaper ult. And those are like the don't die buttons of the game.
Yeah.
You can reactively sleep dart as Ana, but if a 200 HP target's in there, I'm fairly certain they still die. So that's fun. You can't immortality field it because it damages the immortality field as well, I believe. I could be wrong about that. I might be thinking of something else, but even if that's the case, oh boy, you have one entire thing in the entire game that you probably still can't do reactively because it takes too long to activate. Sojourn. Soldier has a heal that out-heals a lot of characters' damage, actually. And it's really annoying. Now, none of them are DPSs.
That happens.
Yeah. It's the lower damage supports and tanks, but it's like it's still just kind of weird that everyone does so much damage, and then you just have these characters that he out-heals, and it's like, why? Because at that point, why aren't we healing more, right? Why aren't we trying to, I don't know, use it? I don't know. And then on top of that, on the damage issue, but specifically, his Helix Rocket does 120 damage. Why? Sombra goes perma-invis, and getting hacked doesn't feel good to play into. Symmetra's turrets slow you, and they do a ton of damage if she can get all 3 on you. Not to mention that if there's an actual player there, the theoretical counterplay of just shoot the turrets doesn't work because you have a more pressing threat, while these turrets are just tripling their slow and their damage on you. Torb has his turret, which has a range of 40 meters, in which it is always going to hit you, has what amounts to random crits because it can randomly headshot, and does more damage than Torb's own primary fire if hitting body shots.
Fun.
All of that on a 10-second cooldown if it breaks, and he can just heal it if he wants to, and it can also just be in places that are really hard to get to that it can shoot you from. High ground is still effective with Torb turrets. Tracer is like the one true hypermobile character of this game, which will never feel good to play into. But the fact she just has a button that says, okay, I'm full health now, is a little bit stupid on top of all of that. Also, she has one of the worst feeling ults to die to, and it again comes partially down to the Doomfist issue / Rhindash issue, where you know damn well that it kind of has problems if you've played Tracer before. Sometimes you throw it straight into someone and it doesn't stick to them, so when it gets stuck to you, you know that there's some luck involved, which makes it feel even worse. If they made it more consistent, then, you know, that element would be gone, right? If the ultimate worked correctly. Now, I'll say, the inconsistency of, like, throwing it straight at someone's face and then it not sticking to them, that was around in Overwatch 1. I don't know what spaghetti code happened for that one. Widowmaker is a one-shot primary fire. Ana... No, I'm not going to do what I did for Bastion and Sojourn. I actually want to break this down. So, she 3-shots 225 HP and below targets with a damage over time effect, meaning even if you last second your way around a corner, you still die. She has her nade, which I'm okay with the concept of anti-heal and the concept of heal-amping. This was not the way to do it, especially post-buff, because now it is 4 seconds. Everyone in the fairly large nade radius on the enemy team doesn't get healed, and on the Ana's team gets increased healing. And when I say increased healing, I mean Roadhog can literally use his vape from almost death and full heal while being shot at by 2 people. Between his 50% DR and the healing increase she gives you, it's stupid. It is that much extra healing. Also, it is 100% anti-heal that the only way to get out of is having a Kiriko on your team. I believe Moira can also cleanse it by fading. Oh boy.
Pray for pay to win.
And Tracer Rewind. So you have 3 characters that can actually deal with this. Isn't that fun? Oh no, I'm sorry. 4. Sorry. 5. 5 characters out of 30. My bad. Sorry, I forgot about some of them. Like, it just, none of it feels good to play into. And you also can't get rid of the extra healing unless you have exactly Ana on your team, who is then throwing an anti-nade in response. So that's pretty great, right? Sleep Dart just feels so bad to get hit by, and if you're a 200 or below HP target, she has a burst combo that kills you if you don't have an immediate getaway, such as Wraith, Kiriko TP, or Moira Fade. So
exactly,
have fun with that. Baptiste's ultimate feels terrible to play into. Immortality Field feels terrible to play into. Why is Immortality Field not an ultimate? I understand, why his ultimate is an ultimate, but I don't understand why Immortality Field is just allowed to be. I understand you can break it, but it doesn't feel good to play into. You just have this extra thing you have to shoot at that you have to shoot at. He's literally just buying free damage for his team. Brig has her, she used to have her stun, which I think if they toned down the duration of, they could bring back, actually, on her shield bash, but her knockbacks don't feel particularly good to play into, and her primary fire, is really wide. It doesn't reach super crazy far, but it's really wide, and she can hit like 3 to 4 people at once, depending on how the enemy team is lined up. And like, if they're lined up for that, yes, it's partially their problem, but it's a really wide radius, and the fact that it's wide enough to do that means she can hit people that you ordinarily wouldn't be hitting, even with, like, other melee attacks or melee characters. I think Rein also has that issue, which is really annoying. Also, Rein 3-shots you with this thing, but again, the blanket issue of everyone doing too much damage. Mercy. Yeah. Mercy makes it so that you can't feasibly 1v1 someone that she's pocketing without killing her first.
Yeah.
And then if you're trying to shoot at her, she just damage amps the other person and you die before you can kill her. So that's pretty cool.
That's if the person that she is pocketing bothers to fight the person.
I mean, we're talking about like decent, assuming players are decent here, you know.
Yeah.
Like, at least to the level of people I'm playing at in ranked, which is not bronze, despite the fact that the game will tell you I'm bronze, because MMR and SR are literally nowhere the fuck near each other. Lucio has his speed boost and wall run, which collectively make him really hard to hit and can also make other people really hard to hit just because they're moving around so much faster that your tracking has to be so much better. His right click doesn't necessarily feel great to get hit by either. It sends you flying pretty far. And his ultimate is very rapidly decaying, but it's a lot of health, and it does not feel good to be on the other side of. Kiriko has Suzu. Yeah. You thought you were using your crowd control abilities in a useful, clever way? Nah. Also, on the health issue thing, or on the damage issue thing, did I mention that she does 120 damage per headshot?
Fun.
Yeah.
No wonder you told me to prioritize headshots, because
Kiriko only does
the one time I played her.
Yeah, Kiriko only does 40 damage with body shots. For some reason, she has a 3 times multiplier on her headshots, and I don't know why. And I really wish that they would just bring the body shot number up and then lower the multiplier to 2, have it be like 45-90. I would prefer it to be even lower than that, but that would come with lowering all of the damage numbers. On top of her Suzu and her damage, her ultimate, if you're not playing with a Kiriko on your team, is realistically almost always going to just win a team fight for free, which just shouldn't happen. Also, she has her jump, which lets her get away from basically anything, because it has a pretty far reach, and also gives her iframes at the very end of the startup and the very start of her end lag from it. So that's pretty fun.
Moira, I can speak, don't worry. Moira D's nuts.
True. Moira's weird because Moira players don't feel bad playing into a Moira. It's kind of like how, like, okay, no, not literally every character feels bad for literally every player to play into. Most of them feel bad for most players, whether they will admit that to you or not. Like nobody enjoys these. People who say, oh, it doesn't feel bad to play against, will then complain when these things happen. It's just like, okay, well, you're lying. But like, if you play enough Winston, or Zarya or Moira, they start being less annoying to play into because you kind of understand, and you can play around those a little more easily and feasibly than the rest of the roster, and those are about the only 3 that really applies to.
Yep.
People complain that Moira has auto aim. Realistically, if she's going to be hitting, if Moira is hitting you with her targeting range, she would be hitting you as a hit scan. There's no difference. It's the targeting range is your crosshair. If Moira was a hit scan, the Moira players hitting you now would be hitting you with that hit scan, probably from farther away, just with damage fall off because it would be a hit scan, right? Now, her ball can be pretty frustrating to play against on either side because it's either moderate but potentially helpful and impactful amounts of group damage or extremely useful amounts of group healing. Now, not to mention, she actually has some of the best group healing in the game between her ball and her piss beam. Also, speaking of beams, her super laser piss, her ultimate, doesn't feel great to play into because unless you have a one-shot, most characters aren't really a one-shot or a pseudo one-shot, to be fair. We're not talking Zenalt where you literally need a one-shot. But it's like the next step down from Zenalt and Lucio ult, where like for the duration of the ultimate, people on the Moira's team in the ultimate are not dying. And the Moira gets self-healing, which makes her harder to kill. Now, again, Moira's one of the less bad-feeling characters to play into when you realize that the most frustrating thing is her auto-aim and like, it's not. And again, like I said, I had to kind of stretch for Winston, right? He's not as bad to play into as the rest, but he can be frustrating with his big burst combo and his ultimate, right? Moira can be frustrating with her balls and her ultimate. Every character has something that can feel bad to play into. Zen has Discord Orb and his ultimate, right? And then, like, Zen is just Grover ultimate, but bad game design. And you understand that analogy because you play Paladins. You know what Grover ult does. But we have Cauterize there, and it scales up to 90%. And it's like, every character has something that can be frustrating to play against, and the vast majority of them are going to be frustrating to play against if a half-decent player is playing them every single time. I have tilted people with Sojourn semi-consistently, and I'm not that good at her. Like, I've tilted people with Widow, and I'm not good at her because I'm one-shotting people, because that's not fun to play into.
Yeah.
Remember an hour ago when I said we were going to play one more game, and then I realized your audio was muted? Yeah, that was an hour ago. I've literally been ranting about this for a fucking hour.
That's Overwatch for you.
And I haven't even started talking about ranked, but I'm not going to. We're gonna wrap up here.
Overwatch is the only game where you can have a rant video that's even longer than an entire stream.
I've thought of
playing the game itself.
I've thought about the idea of making a video where I talk about, like, only the cons and none of the pros of like the four major hero shooters that are out right now.
Yeah.
The reason I still haven't gone through with it is A, I would have to do a lot of footage gathering. And B, especially after this, it'd be 99% Overwatch. There'd be a lot of overlap between Paladins, Overwatch, and Gundam because a lot of the like hit reg and server issues are shared between the 3 of them.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap up here. I was having fun until the fucking game decided to just stop fucking working.
Yeah.
And it's really demotivating when shit goes wrong. We're gonna wrap up here. I don't think I'm gonna raid because we're kind of ending on a low note. I'm gonna try and get back to streaming next week, but I'm probably gonna take the rest of this week off, as I guess I normally do.
Yeah, well, at the very least, look, streamers forgetting to unmute something is not really uncommon in the streaming.
The problem is I didn't forget to unmute. I literally unmuted it before before I started playing the game, and I hover over the button and I click it, and I guess at no point did my brain think to look for the grayscale to change to the green, yellow, red, because I just assume I click button, it does what it's supposed to.
I push the button.
Yeah. And I just assume that push button equals do button thing, and then that just doesn't fucking happen, which I should know better. I play Paladins, I play Overwatch. I should know that that's not how this works for some unknown reason. Sometimes you press the button and it just doesn't. I'm on this laptop where occasionally I hit a key and it just doesn't. Like, I should know to look and make sure, but I thought press button equals do thing, and it didn't.
Yeah.
But we're gonna wrap up here. I'm gonna try to be back to streaming next week. Hopefully Overwatch doesn't fucking piss me off again next week. But you know, it's Overwatch, so.
If it does piss you off next week, we can always switch over to Paladins.
I'm gonna try and start streaming Paladins again soon too. I haven't been streaming it because I've been really burnt out on it, and honestly, I'm kind of getting burnt out on Overwatch as well. I got burnt out a lot by a lot of similar problems of just like. There are a lot of problems. The major problem is that none of the problems in either game are being addressed.
Yeah.
And it's just really annoying to be playing either game.
How do you think I feel about TF2 and that's that gosh dang bot issue?
The difference is TF2 is a game where nothing is happening. These are both games that are actively being updated, and there's still nothing being done about these long-standing problems. Also, in the case of a lot of the Paladins issues, they have literally been around for longer than TF2 bots.
Yeah.
I haven't been around that long, but that knowledge certainly makes it more frustrating. I mean, I've been around, but not in Paladins.
Remember that tweet from the Team Fortress Twitter account where they said they were gonna fix the game and then nothing happened? That was on May 26, 2022, by the way.
Remember that time TF2 updated and it literally fucking broke Steam? And on that note...